Hi, welcome to the demonstration of the project planning or operational planning, where you can set up the plans for each of the projects that you have in your organization, and you can keep a track of each of them. So let's start with the dashboard first, where you can look at the complete picture of the project in one place. You can look at the project status, the various projects which are on track or active or off track, etc. You can look at the actual versus budget comparison, a project burnout, as well as your actual budget per cost comparison, as well as in terms of resource availability and the number of hours. So this would give you a quick picture of all the projects, and I can look at change the resources, and I can look at what is the overall impact. So maybe you may not use all the resources here, or you may use some of the resources. So it gives you a quick picture here. Going back to the menu, the next picture that you can look at is in terms of master resource view. Under master resource view, I can look at the various resources who are going to be involved in each of the projects and each of the phase stages or each of the steps. I can look at the overall project parameters, as well as when I enter any of the details here, the parameters get changed as well. So for example, if I increase the number of hours of this per resource to, let's say, 20 hours, I can see that the profit of the project also gets updated according to that. So of course, it depends on whether you are having the rate card for this particular resource available. We'll come to that. Also, you have a what-if analysis per scenario, which can be copied over into the resource data here, which I'll explain in a due course of time. Before we go to the what-if analysis, I can take a look at the Gantt chart, where I can look at what is a project performance. So I can see which project and what stage at each of the steps are in, and I can look at what is the percentage completion. So this gives you a quick picture of the project current status. You could also go into the what-if scenario, where I can play around, or you can go and change all the hours of each of these resources, and based on this, the overall project profitability can be arrived at. The cost and revenue figures can be set up here using the staff rate. So I can set up the different billable rates and the cost rate, which will also flow into the P&L. So I can look at what is the project profitability. Once I set up a plan for each of the projects, I can select a particular project here, and I can change the view for each of the projects as well. So once I plan for each of these projects, the data can be pushed into the budgeted data for, as I've just shown earlier, where I can copy this data into the resource. I can also bring in all the invoices from the ERP, whether it might be SAP as in this example, or it can be any other ERP. I can keep a track of the invoices, whether inbound or outbound. You can keep a track of the invoices within the Jedox system itself, which will give a complete help you in bringing out a single source of truth throughout. So hope this gave a good explanation of the system, and I hope if there's any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.